And what if it was implantation? What if what she did disturbed it? And what if this is kind of like a miscarriage? I thought about it last night, did a little research to even see if it was an okay thing to do while I'm trying to TTC. And hi guys, welcome back to Beauty by Chick. I'm trying to fix myself so I don't feel a hot mess, but just kind of having a really, I don't know, it's a very frustrating day. And I just came back from the doctor's and just I feel so uneasy about what went down. And I'm going to get right into it. I went to the doctor's and I had a pap test today, and it is actually around the same time as my, I guess it's supposed to be around the same time that I'm, if I am pregnant, or that I am going to be pregnant, implantation would be taking place either like today or tomorrow. And I don't know exactly when it's supposed to take place, but I did have a pap test done, and it just left me kind of uneasy, because then I came home to, it's like a bit of a surprise. I've had a lot of pap tests done, but this has never happened. Before I get into it, let me tell you guys a little bit of backstory about just my day. Like, today's just been such a frustrating day. I woke up and today I knew I had my pap test today, and I thought about it last night, did a little research to even see if it was an okay thing to do while I'm trying to TTC, and to ensure that like it doesn't disrupt with, me possibly being pregnant if I am, because I know they're going in there, it's internal, and they're legit going up in there and swabbing. They were going up in there and swabbing, your cervix and whatnot. And so I feel like it's only fair to really ask that question. I think it's a perfectly logical question to ask, is like, could it interfere with me possibly getting pregnant, or, implantation or whatever? So from my research, I came across a lot of stuff that's saying it should be okay, it should be safe, because it's, it doesn't interfere. I'm like, okay, that gave me peace of mind. Then it's like so that was like the beginning of my day. I knew I had to do this. I also had my two other kids coming to the doctor's office with me, and they were coming to check their feet out. I wanted to make sure that they didn't need orthotics because of the way my one daughter was walking. Long story short, anyways, that's it. Then I proceed to leave the house. I go outside. The garage guy just came and fixed my door. Why is my door broken? My garage door was left completely open. I was shocked when I went out there, because it's not like my husband's home. It's not like he opened it. The door was left open. There goes my day again. Then I proceed to drive out of my driveway, and that was fine. The reversing was fine, but I couldn't drive forward. And I'm like, what the heck's going on with my vehicle? Yeah, my vehicle is now making some strange sound. It took me maybe 10 minutes to get to somewhere, but that could have literally taken me 2 minutes to get to. So that's been like my frustrating morning. Then I show up at the doctor's office, no parking in the parking lot. I had to park honestly like 2 minutes away. And then I'm thinking about the doctor's office, and I'm like, I don't want to have to carry like a stroller in there with me to, to take up space, because these days their offices are so cramped and there's like nowhere to go. So I had this grand idea. That's carrying the baby with her car seat. Did I say that my toddler is like 25 pounds? Not to mention the weight of car seats these days are so heavy. Yeah, I walked her to the doctor's office, got there super exhausted, and then I got to that point where I took my pap test. The interesting thing is, I've had many pap tests before, but this one seemed so much more invasive. I don't know if it's because I had a male doctor before who was kind of like, he does his thing and move on. This is my doctor at the current moment. She's new to me. I just switched. So she's a female doctor, and I felt like she was just having a field day up in my vagina. She did stuff, and then she needed to take it out and switch it with another one, because she wasn't able to see what she needed to see. After she shoved that uncomfortable thing in my woo-ha, why do I want her to take it out and put it back in again? So that happened, and it just felt so uncomfortable, and I don't know. Just the thought of it. Like, pap smears aren't supposed to be that uncomfortable. So, get the test done. We pack up, come home, struggled with my vehicle to get home again. And then I come home, and honestly, like 2 hours later, maybe, I see that my vanity light is on. My vanity light was left on. But 2 hours later, or no, about an hour later, I started spotting, and I spotted what seemed to be kind of like a little tiny clot. And now I'm just like, oh, it's just, I'm so in my head today. I'm so in my head. I'm just like, what if it was my month? And what if it was implantation? What if what she did disturbed it? And what if this is kind of like a miscarriage? I don't think that makes any sense, because it wouldn't be a miscarriage if it wasn't implanted yet. But who's to say it wasn't implanted? I don't know. So this is where I'm at, and I just wanted to come on here and vent and just share with you guys my frustration. That's where I'm at. And honestly, I'm just having one of those days. So I'm like trying not to be obsessed with Google and look up stuff and research stuff and have my mind going all over the place. It was like a one-time spotting, and it would be so weird if it was coincidentally me having implantation shortly after having a pap smear. I don't know, it could be. But how ironic is it that it's happening right after I had a pap smear? So anyways, I looked it up. People say that it's normal to bleed after a pap smear. Pardon me. I've never in all my life of having pap smear ever bled after having one. Maybe my cervix is a little different only because I just had a baby and it's a little bit more sensitive. I do not know. But yeah, that just happened. And it was honestly kind of like a one wipe thing. I wiped and then it disappeared. But it seemed like a lot, and it was bright red. So it's like, is that a result of what she did? I mean, she was invasive. She was invasive, and she was all up in my grill. So it could be that she was, you know, a little rough, and perhaps it's the aftermath. And I just hope and pray that that's what that is, because I'm just so, like, it's just, I don't know, like, I trusted my instincts and just went with it because I read and I felt prepared. But now I'm just not sure, you know? So I'm venting on here because I want those of you who've ever experienced anything like that to leave a comment down below and let me know if you would have ever done a pap smear around implantation. Perhaps that was on me. That was just like my bad. Or if you've ever done one and dealt with the same thing that I'm dealing with. Or if you think it shouldn't be an issue. Because from what I know, implantation should occur like further up in the uterus. But the pap smear is more of like a swab. So, yeah. It's more of a swab. So I don't know. I really just don't know. But all I know is I need sleep because I did not sleep well last night. And I think that's probably what's kind of lending to my anxiety in terms of me just feeling so anxious about what's going on. Oh, so frustrating. Breathe, Sarah, breathe. So, yeah, I'm just a little bit stressed. I'm really kind of annoyed and a little freaked out. Like, I don't want to be freaked out at all. I'm trying not to be freaked out, but I'm just like, I just saw stuff. I just saw stuff after coming back from the doctor, after taking that pap smear. Like, what the heck? I don't know. She even asked me, she's like, pap smear aren't, she said that there's not usually, miscarriages aren't usually accompanied with pap smear. They're not, what do you call it? They're not known for causing any of that. But if I were to go home and was spotting after she finished doing what she was doing, she just wants to make sure that I'd be okay, and it's not like I'm gonna hold her accountable. And I was like in my mind, I'm just like, oh, that just doesn't sound good. But no, I'm not gonna hold you responsible. But I also said that knowing that and just feeling like nothing's gonna happen. I didn't expect to come home and bleed. So it's just, yeah, I just need you guys to give me feedback. I'm just gonna go on that note. I will come back and chat with you. Maybe I'll go. I want to go live, but I don't know. Yeah, this is just one big headache now. And I'm probably just going to put this up whole and not edit it because I don't have the time nor the patience right now with all that's going on in my head. So, yeah, I'm so stressed out and so freaked out. Ow. I suppose I need to give you guys a thumbnail. What is my thumbnail? Ah, mm, and these are real expressions. Like, it's really how I'm feeling right now. I'm so... Okay, I'm gonna go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Please, I just pray that nothing happened. That's all. I pray and pray and pray that nothing happened. And it's my month. Bye, guys.